Hi, this is Ted Jordan with Jordan Team Learning and one of the co-authors for the CompTIA Linux Plus Certification All-in-One Exam Guide. Myself and Sandor worked on this one. Just going over a couple more questions out of the book. Question 11, which control structure processes over and over as long as a specified condition evaluates to false? And so your options are A, B, C, and D, while, until, for, and case. You can pause if you want to wait for the answer, but the answer for this one would be B, until. As long as the evaluation is false, it stays in the until loop. Let's show a quick example of this. Let me go ahead and bring up, I'll log in as in my account here. And we can show that, let's say that I set up a variable. I'll say A is equal to, I will say N is equal to 1. And we'll say until our test. We want to make sure the test statement with the square brackets, this is a command, so you got to make sure that the square brackets command has spaces around it. Until the n value is greater than 3, and we'll say do. We'll say echo, what's the value of n? The value of n is $n, and then we'll add 1 to that. So n is equal to, quote, expression of $n plus 1. And that'll increase the value. And we'll say done. So this, as long as this part is false, it'll stay in the loop. So the first time is 1 greater than 3? No, that's false, so it stays in the loop. Is 2 greater than 3? No. Is 3 greater than 3? No. Is 4 greater than 3? Once it becomes true, yes, it drops out. And so we just see the values n equals 1, n equals 2, and n is 3. If this were a while loop, let's do this again. We'll say n is equal to 1, and we'll say while, again the square brackets need space around it, $n, while it's less than 3, so while n is less than 3, so as long as that's true, stay in the loop. And so echo, the value of n is $n, so that'll show us the value. N is equal to $expression while n is less than 3. Is 1 less than 3? Yes, that's true, so stay in the loop. Is 2 less than 3? Yes, that's true, stay in the loop. Is 3 less than 3? No, 3 is equal to 3, so it drops out of the loop. The while loop stays in as long as it's true, and so again the question was, we stay in the specified condition as long as it's false. A for loop does not work that way. Let me go here, we'll say for in some list, we'll say, we can use numbers or even words. I'll say orange, apple, pear, tree. And then do echo n is now a $n. Done. And it stays in that loop as long as each word or number or value gets exhausted. Case statements are not loops at all. So while for, while, until are loops, case statements are not loops at all. And so we can say case red in, and we might say green in a trace here. Echo the color is green. And then we end with a double semicolon. Yellow. Echo the color is yellow. And double semicolon where our case statement ends. Red. Echo the color is red. Double semicolon for the end of that statement. Star is a wildcard. Echo the wrong color is chosen. Double semicolon. And then the case statements end with case spelled backwards. And so here it evaluates case red, and it's not green, it's not yellow, but it is red, so we got echo the colors red down there. And I jumped out of the case statement when that one completed. So that's number 11, and the answer to that one again is B, until it stays in that loop as long as it's false. So let's move on now to, for designing the implementation of a new Linux server in the company's network. The server will function as an internal file and print server for the organization. Employees will save their work-related files in shared storage locations on the server, and print jobs for the shared printers will be managed by the server as well. What services should be included in the specification? I'll let you pause here if you want to wait. Meantime, the answers here are C and F, Samba and cups. Samba is used for file and print sharing and to make printers available for a print server, and cups is your manages the print jobs. So C and F are your answers. Apache is just a web server. MySQL is a database server. Telnet allows you to remotely log into a computer. PureFTP allows you to remote log in and transfer files. So it stands for your file transfer protocol. So again, A, B, D, and E have nothing to do with file and print and sharing print jobs and so on. So anyway, that leaves us with C and F. Now to look at your cups printing device, let's bring up a browser. And I would set up my printer by going to 127.0.0.1:631. 631 is the port for the cups printer. And here we can click Add Printers and Classes and go ahead and set up a printer on our Linux system. Now for Samba, to install Samba, let me minimize this window here. I'll say clear. And I'll say sudo yum install Samba. Had to become root. Yes, I want to install it. Now that's installed, I can change directory to Samba. And I would modify the smb.conf file with VI. Here I'll just kind of demonstrate what you would do. If you want to change your work group name to work group, you can do that here. And you can define your home directories, which users are valid, and your permissions, and your printers, where they're located, and if they'll be available to your clients and to your users from your Linux system. And you can share these with Windows systems right here. So that's it for questions number 11 and 12. We'll get back to you later. I skipped 9 and 10 just because I didn't have my tablet with me, but we'll come back next week with questions 9 and 10. I hope you guys had a good holiday and Happy New Year. Again, this is Ted Jordan, and if you like this, feel free to like the video and subscribe, and we'll see you again with more videos for preparing for the different Linux exams, including the LPI exam and the others that are out there, GIAC exam and so on. So, all right, Ted Jordan signing off.